pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. Ultra. Go ultra.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
6, 7. Yield blue. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Lance. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
17.
Mitchell again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Eagles at 9-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
10. Ready?
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
43 rail. Ready.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And from down in Miami, an update. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Blue check. Opposite. Read.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready, ready.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Cluster 6.
To throw, it's Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Ready, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Point to middle. Ready,
Penny up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
560. Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. A check down here to Jones. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ready up.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Striker, 3-3. Right, 97.
The Lance going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On the double.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game. Absolutely not.
He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Come on, set. Cycle.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right. Green. Ultra. Ready.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Down. Miller.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Black Ultra. Solid red.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
6, 7. Steel blue.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Lance on the bootleg. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Next red.
A handoff for Mitchell running left. He's got it to the 43 here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And cycle. Yellow, one. Set.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing his Lance on third down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Being chased out left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Right, 60.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Ready.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
On the set.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Lance. Dancing to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.